Al Ahli from Saudi Arabia have been one of the standout teams in this season's competition and cruised through to the league stage undefeated, with 9 wins and just 1 draw under their belt, before going on to book their place in the quarter-finals of the tournament for the first time since 2020. With big names in their squad like Riyad Mahrez, Gabi Veiga, Edouard Mendy and Roberto Firmino, manager Matthias Jäßle felt confident that the 2-time Asian runners-up could progress to the final rounds in Jeddah, and his star players did not let him down. This is Al Ahli's incredible journey so far and how they became one of this year's Final 8. Al Ahli welcome Persepolis from Iran to the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Stadium on match day 1 of the AFC Champions League Elite in the West. Both sides with slow starts to the domestic seasons and looking for a win today to get some early momentum going on the continental stage. Big summer signing, Ivan Toney leads the line in attack for Matthias Jäßle's side, with Roberto Firmino and Riyad Mahrez supporting the England international up front. Garrido will be looking to the likes of Amiri and Alipur to do the damage up front, while summer arrival Ahmadzadeh starts on the right wing for the Iranian champions. An electric start to this game. High tempo. The home side, Al Ahli, all in white, coming forward. Lovely ball through to Frank Kessie, and what a way to get the party started here. Scored against Al Nassr on Friday in the Saudi Pro League, and he's on the score sheet again here in the Champions League. It's been a decent reply from Persepolis. Still haven't really created too many clear-cut opportunities. That's the pick of the bunch so far. Danger not over yet, though. And then it's put wide by Uranov. There's Alipur with the initial header. Mendy called into action, gets down early, doesn't have to make a save though, with the follow-up. Persepolis looking strong towards the end of this first half. It's lovely play from Uranov. Cheeky little nutmeg out wide, gets into a good position, but can't really trouble Mendy. So 1-0 to Al Ahli at the break. Better start from the Saudi Pro League side. Gabriel Veiga dances his way through inside to Ivan Toney, still looking for his first Al Ahli goal. He's going to have to wait a little longer. Decent save by Gendous. Free kick here for Al Ahli. 54th minute, piling on the pressure now at the start of this second half. And very nearly scoring a second. Ibanez at the near post as it came back across to him. Just can't find the target. Well, here come Al Ahli again. Kessie into Toney, tries the little flick. Toney brought down by Kanani, and the referee points straight to the spot. Wasted no time in blowing his whistle there. It's the correct decision. Riyad Mahrez from the spot to make it 2 for Al Ahli. 59th minute, saved by Gendous. And that could be a massive save in this game. Persepolis winning the ball back just inside the Al Ahli half. It's lost on Uranov. And that looked like it might just creep into the bottom corner. Not sure Mendy even gets a touch on it. Time ticking away now. Ivan Toney through on goal. Could this be his first goal for his new club? And no is the answer. Just the keeper to beat. Drags the effort wide. Persepolis with a dead ball situation here. A chance to nick an equaliser at the end. And it doesn't get much closer than that for Al Qasr. So Al Ahli get off to a winning start with a narrow yet somewhat convincing 1-0 victory over Persepolis, who themselves have plenty of positives to take from the game, despite falling short on match day 1. So an early Frank Kessie strike against Persepolis from Iran was enough to help get Al Ahli off to a winning start and put 3 big points on the board. However, the same could be said for Al Wasl after the first day of league stage action in the West. And the UAE side were waiting for Wasl and his men on matchday 2 as Al Ahli travelled to the Sabil Stadium looking to build on their winning start to life in this year's competition.
Emirati champions Al Wasl meet Al Ahli of Saudi Arabia, with both sides a little off the pace domestically, but having picked up wins on AFC Champions League Elite matchday 1. Al Wasl may have won on the road, but they've lost their last 2 home matches in the AFC Champions League. Moroccan defender Soufiane Bouftini got the only goal of the game in Al Wasl's opening win. Can he create danger once again? For away side Al Ahli Saudi, Riyad Mahrez missed a penalty last time out, but his early assist allowed Franck Kessié to score the winner against Persepolis regardless. Al Ahli keeper Edouard Mendy put in an outstanding display to help them earn 3 points. The shot stopper is out injured for this one. Ali Saleh in yellow for Al Wasl gets it back towards Nicolas Jimenez. Jimenez has a go from the left-hand side. Good skill. Went for a couple of dummies, but shot just wide. Al Wasl starting on the front foot with intent. It's back over the halfway line. Roger Ibanez. No pressure on him at all. The defender looks long, and it's a good ball into the box for Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez brings it down and scores inside just 4 minutes. Ibanez with a lovely ball into the box. It was inch perfect, but Mahrez applied a magnificent 1-2 combo, brought it down and just passed it into the corner. Al Wasl have a corner with almost 20 minutes on the clock. It's not cleared, it's just ricocheted up into the air. What's the keeper doing there? Still not clear, and Ghessan from the edge of the box. Al Jahani getting his head in the way of that. It was all a bit of a mess, but Al Ahli Saudi hang on to their lead regardless. Ghessan's effort deflected up. It's another Al Wasl corner. That one's got to be cleared off the line. Seferovic on the follow-up, but over the top. The Swiss forward not able to find the target. Good pressure now with these corner kicks from Al Wasl. They're looking for a level up. Lima finds Jimenez. Jimenez drops the shoulder one more time. High and wide ultimately. Al Wasl have had a really strong spell midway through the first half, but they've got nothing to show for it for now. It'll be Mahrez to deliver the corner from the left-hand side for Al Ahli Saudi. Mahrez, the keeper's nowhere, and Ibanez can head it in. This has been clinical stuff from Al Ahli Saudi. The pair who combined for the first goal switch roles for the second. The keeper was caught in 2 minds and he was helpless once Ibanez had won the aerial battle. A bitter pill to swallow for Al Wasl. 2-0 at the break. The home side still fighting for a way back into this in the second half. Here's Jimenez, takes the quick shot. Just drags it wide. They've not found the cutting edge that they need to reduce the deficit. They're not giving up either. Al Wasl with the corner. Jimenez takes it. Bouftini heads it just wide. They really need one of these to go in, and quickly. Not enough has been on target tonight. Cross it over from the left-hand side. This one's not dead. But time is almost up for Al Wasl to get something back into the side netting. Fabio Lima with the shot. It's had that feeling in the second half that it just wouldn't be their day. Al Ahli Saudi are the ones who make it 2 wins from 2 in the AFC Champions League Elite. They've come and beaten Al Wasl. Ibanez and Mahrez, the heroes, with a goal and an assist each. 2-0 the final score from the Sabil Stadium.
Another win and another clean sheet for high-flying Al Ahli saw them continue their fine start to the league phase, with Mahrez and Ibanez doing all the damage before half-time against home side Al Wasl. Sitting comfortable in second place behind fellow Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal, the Royals felt confident they could keep their run going as they went on the road again for matchday 3, this time heading to Qatar to face an Al Rayyan still looking for their first points on the board.
Qatari side Al Rayyan haven't beaten a team from Saudi Arabia on home soil since back in 2018, that win being their only one from 7 home games against Saudi opponents. Today, Al Ahli Saudi look to keep pace at the top of the group with another win. Al Rayyan come into this game with urgent need for points, having lost to Al Hilal and Al Nassr in their two tough fixtures so far. Al Ahli have had some patchy form in the Saudi Pro League of late, having lost 3 games already in the young season. But in the AFC, it has been a different story, with a perfect record of 6 points from their 2 games so far, winning away against Al Wasl on match day 2. Al Ahli in white and green, looking for a quick start here. Mahrez in the box, gets it back for the shot. Ali Al Asmari. Nice move, but the finish was too high. Good sign from the guests in the early stages, though. Vega to take the corner on the left for Al Ahli. Sends it in towards the front post, and it's gone all the way in. Paulo Victor beaten at the near post. There was a defender in there too, but I don't think anyone got a touch. A remarkable goal for Al Ahli Saudi, and they have the lead in strange circumstances, straight from the corner. Al Ahli get it over to Mahrez, looks up and floats the cross into the area for Al Buraikan. 2-0 Al Ahli. Paulo Victor beaten on the post again, he just couldn't keep it out. Mahrez's ball had the defender beaten, but credit to Firaz Al Buraikan for a beautiful header down and in. The away team in control at the break, they lead by 2. Desat with a lot of room on the left here for Al Rayyan. Plays it over towards Geddes in the D. Miscued the shot. Set himself up okay with the first touch. And put it wide. Oh, there's so much room for Al Buraikan. Clear on the left-hand side. He's got white shirts in the centre. Mahrez, shot blocked. Kessier, the captain, with a chance to keep it alive. Ivan Toney in the middle. What a save! Rebound saved as well. The danger still not clear. Extraordinary stuff. How on earth did they not score there? Vega putting it wide at the end, but Ivan Toney, I think he hoped he was offside after the second one was saved. Paulo Victor with an incredible double stop. It remains 2-0. The hosts push forward now. Out to the right-hand side they go for Murad Naji, who's just come on for Al Rayyan. Hammers the crossover, and it's turned in at the far post. Trezeguet was there in the middle. Surely the header came from Al Ahmad for an own goal, though. And suddenly this could be game on. A bullet header, but unfortunately for Al Ahli Saudi, at the wrong end. Al Rayyan into the box they go. Good link-up play between Hatem and Geddes. Shot saved from the tight angle. Didn't quite catch the finish. But Al Rayyan have sprung into life since pulling the goal back. Where was this before? Pereira. Good work to find Geddes. Not much he can do from that tight angle. Pereira comes back. Was that blocked on the line with a hand? Al Rayyan have to carry on. They'll keep it alive. Shihata with the cross towards the back post. Brilliant goalkeeping. Geddes with the header. Abdul Rahman Al Sanbi preserving the lead with a fantastic save. But Ali Majrashi on the line made a remarkable stop of his own. Al Ahli Saudi hold on for the final whistle after a lengthy period of stoppage time. The hosts fought back hard, but there was to be no late equaliser. Al Ahli stayed perfect in the group with the 2-1 win.
Despite conceding for the first time in the league phase, first-half goals from Vega and Al Buraikan helped secure a 3rd consecutive victory for Yaisla's side, taking their tally to an impressive 9 points and keeping Al Ahli level with Al Hilal at the top of the league table. Next up, Al Ahli welcomed Al Shorta from Iraq to the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium on matchday 4. Saudi Arabia's Al Ahli have been in cruise control with maximum points after 3 games played and hope to keep their run going as they welcome winless and struggling Al Shorta from Iraq to the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium. Matthias Yaisle can count on a strong starting 11 today, with Riyad Mahrez, Roberto Firmino and Gabri Vega all in the starting lineup. Ivan Toney starts on the bench, with Al Buraikan leading the line up front. Moanad Ali has 5 goals in all competitions this season, and Ahmed Salah will be looking to his top scorer to help find a win today, or else a place in the next round will start to look very unlikely for the side from Iraq. Early days here. It's a promising start from Al Shorta, the visitors in purple. What a save that is by El Sanbi. Great effort from Mohamed Dawood. Almost quarter of an hour gone. Al Ahli starting to find a little bit of rhythm now. It's a lovely ball over the top to Firmino. And the Brazilian scores his first Champions League goal of the season. Al Ahli coming forward again here. Oh, lovely, lovely touch there. And he's brought down in the box. Gabri Veiga, fouled by Salomon bin Jeme. VAR having a look at it. Clearly a penalty. Frank Kessie steps up to take it in the 25th minute. Chance to make it 2. Big save by Ahmed Basil. Goes the right way. Not the best of penalties from Kessie. Has still had to make the save. Shorta coming forward now, fired up by that missed penalty. Can they make something happen here? They've got men forward, lovely through ball, chance here to level things up, round the keeper, and what a finish that is by Sajjad Jassim. Picked out by Mohamed Dawood, still had work to do, but boy oh boy doesn't he do it well. All square here, stoppage time of the first half. It's a ball over the top, Firmino with a chance! And how's he missed that? Lovely control, then puts it wide. There's still time left for Al Ahli to take the lead here. Albrican round the keeper, and there's Firmino, unmarked in the middle. Easy finish for the Brazilian, his second of the game. Great work from Albrican. 2-1 at the break here. Now, is there a way back into this for Al Shorta? Al Ahli looking very confident, going forward, and they make it 3. 3-1 now the score. Albrican gets in on the act. Firmino turns provider. That's how easy it goes sometimes. Just over an hour played. Danger here for Al Shorta again, and it's 4-1. Al Ahli scoring for fun. This time, Riyad Mahrez deciding it's his turn to get on the score sheet. Lovely finish, picks out the corner beautifully. Just 5 minutes later, and Al Ahli on the front foot once more. Ball into the middle, 5-1. Well, everything falling apart now for Al Shorta as Mahrez picks up his second, and surely that wraps things up now. It's been a tough night for Al Shorta, and it's simply not meant to be. So Al Ahli keep firing on all cylinders and make quick work of Al Shorta with a comfortable 5-1 win at home, picking up their 4th straight win to go top of the table in the West. A brace in the first for Firmino, and a brace in the second for Mahrez, and another finish from Albrican in between saw the Saudi side enjoy their best performance of the league phase in a 5-1 demolition against Al Shorta, extending their winning streak to 4 in a row. With 12 points now to their name, Al Ahli were still sitting pretty at the top of the table alongside Al Hilal, and headed into matchday 5 confident they could master their toughest game to date, away to Al Ain in the Hazza bin Zayed Stadium. Al Ahli travelled to the Hazza bin Zayed Stadium on matchday 5 with a perfect record of 4 wins under their belt, but have failed to beat tonight's opponents Al Ain in their last 4 meetings with the UAE side. Kojo Laba and Soufiane Rahimi have scored a combined 18 goals in all competitions this season, with the latter finding the back of the net 4 times in this year's Champions League. Ivan Toney returns to the matchday squad but starts live on the bench, with Albrican leading the attack with 2 goals already in this year's competition. Firmino, Veiga and Mahrez make up the rest of the front 4. Well, Al Ain with a new head coach, Leandro Jardim, in charge replacing Hernan Crespo. Almost sees his side take an early lead here at home in front of a home crowd. Nader with the through ball for Soufiane Rahimi. His shot saved by Mendy, and an acrobatic effort with the follow-up from Palacios. Al Ain, good start to this game. We been the better side in these opening 20-plus minutes. Kojo Laba trying to dig it out with the outside of the right boot there. Still no goals for the front man in this year's competition. Easy save for Mendy in the end. Manda Mohamed does well on the right wing. Sends one into the middle. Not dealt with. Falls to Eric on the half volley. That is great defending by Mehdi Demiral. Gets his head in the way and puts his body on the line. First half almost over. Not seen too much from Al Ahli. Now perhaps Firmino, the captain, tries his luck from an acute angle. Unable to find the target. You feel, aside from the Saudi Pro League, yet to really get going. 0-0 at the break here. Al Ain, though, the better side so far. And Al Ahli already looking stronger. Early into this second half. Kessie on the half volley. Does well to test Khalid Asa in goal. He has his angles covered. Corner for Al Ain. Eric swings one in. Deep cross. And there was Park Young-woo with the header. Great jump, but couldn't keep the header down. Another dead ball situation for the home side. The defending champions looking to break the deadlock here. In these 62nd minutes. Guardia with the header. Mendy with the fingertip save to help it over. Mahrez standing over the ball here. Swings one in. Ivan Toney with the header. And he comes off the bench to score and give Al Ahli the lead. He's only been on the pitch for 5 minutes. Finds the back of the net with one of his first touches as well. Long ball finds Riyad Mahrez. Early cross into the box. It's Toney again. And he's got a brace. Didn't have any goals in this year's Champions League before kickoff. He's got 2 now, and he's only been on the field of play for 9 minutes. Fall kindly to Kaku here. Hits it well, very well indeed. And again, a substitute, getting his name on the score sheet. What a strike that is from Kaku. It might be too little too late. Nevertheless, absolute worldie there. So an Ivan Toney brace off the bench makes the difference as Al Ahli pick up their 5th consecutive win to go top of the Group B table, while Al Ain remain bottom of the pile, still waiting for their first win. Summer signing Ivan Toney got his Champions League campaign going with a late second-half double to secure a 2-1 victory on the road against the resilient Al Ain. With Al Hilal dropping points against Al Sadd, the Royals found themselves top of the pile in the West for the first time since the start of the league phase. And with maximum points under their belt, Yaisla's men were eager to extend their incredible run when they welcomed Iranian outfit Esteghlal to Jeddah on match day 6. Already qualified Al Ahli are the only team with a perfect 5 wins under their belt and will look to keep their incredible run going as they welcome Esteghlal to the King Abdullah Sports City on matchday 6 in the West. Ivan Toney came off the bench to score a match-winning brace in his side's 2-1 win over Al Ain on matchday 5 and leads the line from the get-go today. Gabri Veiga is rested. The visitors have struggled to find the back of the net in this year's competition and will be hoping veteran frontman Gustavo Blanco Leshuk can perhaps score his first goal in all competitions this season. It's an energetic start from both sides here. Al Ahli looking strong going forward, no surprises there. And the man in for Veiga, Al Nabitz, with a long-range effort. Hosseini gets down early to make the save. Hasn't been too much action. Now perhaps, what a goal that is. Esteghlal with a surprise lead here. And it's Rafael Silva, the Brazilian central defender, who gets on the end of the ball back across, takes it first time. And Esteghlal finally find the back of the net. Well, the half not over yet. Al Ahli searching for a reply. Toney knocks it down to Mahrez. Mahrez off the crossbar. Oh, what an opportunity to level things up. Free kick swung into the box. All players gone down. It's Didier and Dong with the foul on Fahd Al-Rashidi, and it will be a penalty. Ivan Toney scored last time out. Can he get his name on the score sheet again? Cool as a cucumber. The no-look finish puts Al Ahli back on level terms. 1-1, the half-time score here in Jeddah. Well, the visitors from Iran with just one win and a draw from the opening 5 games. There might be a way through here for Islami. Drags the effort wide. Not sure if Mendy got a touch on that. Great opportunity, though. 51st minutes. Esteghlal putting the pressure on in the early stages of this second period of play. It's a long-range effort. It's found its way in. Mendy unable to keep it out, and Mohamed Hossein Islami fires it in to give Esteghlal their second goal and a 1-goal cushion now. The Saudi Pro League team staring at their first defeat at the moment, unless they can come from behind again. Mahrez with some lovely close control there to create the space for the shot, but Hosseini comes up with the goods in goal for Esteghlal. He quite clearly stamps on the player, and Islami might be in trouble here. The referees had a look, and Esteghlal will be down to 10 men now. Well, things going from bad to worse. Hosseini clearly catching Toney in the face there. And the Saudi Pro League side now have a second penalty. Ivan Toney with the second. More of the same from the big number 99. Is there anyone who takes a better penalty than Ivan Toney? 2-2. Al Ahli have come from behind twice already. Might they snatch a late winner? Cross to Albrekan, off the post. And the substitute so close to snatching all 3 points right at the death. So it ends all square as Al Ahli remain undefeated at the top of the league table, while a single point means Esteghlal remain in the playoff places, but still have work to do to secure their ticket. A late Ivan Toney penalty saw Al Ahli salvage a point and remain undefeated at the end of a 2-2 draw with Esteghlal. But with Al Hilal getting back to winning ways, this meant Yaisler's side would drop back into second place on goal difference, albeit level on points with their fellow Saudi competitors. But with a place in the next round well and truly secured already, the Royals went into matchday 7, now looking to finish strong and top of the pile. Their next trip took them to the United Arab Emirates to face Al Sadd.
Two unbeaten and already qualified sides meet on matchday 7 in the AFC Champions League Elite as Al Sadd hosts Al Ahli Saudi FC. Al Sadd have 3 wins and 3 draws to their name so far as they've qualified for the knockout stage for the first time in 3 years. Before the winter break, they pulled off a 2-1 win at Al Nassr with Afif and a late Unas penalty doing the damage. Al Ahli opened with 5 straight wins in the competition but were held to a 2-2 draw by Esteghlal last time out. Ivan Toney scored twice from the spot. Both sides will target victory to ensure as good a seeding as possible, as Al Sadd set about their task immediately. A long ball here towards Afif, and it's really great pace shown by him. He lofts the ball over Mendy, and that's the opener. Only 50 seconds on the clock, and it's 1-0 to Al Sadd already. It's a finish of real quality from Afif, as Mendy was in no man's land. Al Ahli, though, showing a good reaction to falling behind as Toney here crosses the ball. It's nodded back across by Mahrez, and that's a wonderful finish by Firmino. The overhead kick in the 10th minute, making it 1-1 here. Toney forcing the error. Mahrez with the vision. And that's wonderful technique from Roberto Firmino. Into the 17th minute, and Al Ahli still attacking here as Toney goes for goal with the outside of his boot. It just drifts wide. But there was an attacker closing in at the far post as well. Into the 39th minute, an even match with chances at both ends. As the corner comes in here, it's not been cleared, and that's 2-1 to Al Ahli. Ibanez turning and volleying home here. As Firmino gets the assist, it's scrappy defending from Al Sadd. And Ibanez fires it home. Half-time 2-1, a lightning start from Al Sadd, but it's Al Ahli who lead at half-time. And the Saudi side are pushing for a cushion at the start of the second period as Firmino has the chance. And the captain just shooting wide. Decent opportunity for him that he couldn't take. Into the 81st minute, as Al Ahli here, they send Ivan Toney through. He's around the keeper, he's been clattered as Mahrez finishes off the loose ball. The referee, though, just looking at this one. Toney is onside, he gets clattered there anyway by Barsham. Mahrez, though, playing to the whistle and scoring, and the goal counts. At 3-1 down, Al Sadd look as though they know they're beaten. As there's quick feet here from Mahrez, and it's just fired wide by the sub Galeno. Matthias Jaisler's side, though, do clinch the 3 points at full time. It's 3-1 to Al Ahli Saudi FC. An excellent away performance, and it puts them top of the table with Al Hilal still to play. Al Sadd flattered to deceive after their early lead, but they're guaranteed at least a top 5 finish despite their first loss.
Firmino, Ibanez and Mahrez were all on the score sheet on matchday 7 during Al Ahli's 3-1 away win against Al Sadd, making it 6 wins and 1 draw with a 19-point total. With a top spot finish still possible, could the Royals finish with a bang in front of a home crowd against Al Gharafa on the final matchday? Let's find out. Undefeated Al Ahli welcome Al Gharafa from Qatar to the King Abdullah Sports City Hall Stadium on the final match day in the West. While the home side could still finish top of the table, the visitors need a win if they want to secure their place in the next round. A draw could do it too, but only if Esteghlal lose against Al Rayyan tomorrow. To make life difficult, Matthias Jaisler has not held back with his team selection, with all the expected big names in the starting lineup, including January arrival Wenderson Galeno making his first Champions League start since joining. There's no holding back from Pedro Martins either, who goes with an attack-minded starting 11, with top scorer Wasl leading the line, supported by Brahimi, Rodrigo and Bolli. Into the action we go, and it's an action-packed start to the game, with Al Gharafa having to go for broke here. Gunnarsson with an absolute bullet from outside the box. Edward Mendy, a strong save. The following corner here, claims for handball. Referee allowing play to continue for now, but then the decision does come. It's a handball by Matteo Dams. So Al Gharafa with a chance here to take the lead. Just 5 minutes gone. Wasl, 3 goals in the Champions League already this season, and makes it 4. Goes for power rather than precision, and it gets the job done. Mendy at full stretch, can't get there. Al Gharafa with the lead they were so desperately hoping for. Al Ahli looking for a reply here in the 21st minute, and they've got one. Vega with the ball out wide. Mahrez then pulls it back across for Ivan Toney. Gets it over the line. Second time trying. 34th minute of play. Al Ahli settling into things a little more now. That's a lovely ball over the top to Ibanez. Back post, and it's Firmino. The captain slots it home with ease. No offside flag. The goal will stand. Firmino now into double figures in all competitions this season. And a minute to go before half-time. Oh no. And that is a horrible mistake by Sergio Rico in goal. Galeno with his first goal for his new club after arriving in January from Porto. It's butterfingers from the Al Gharafa keeper, which sees Al Ahli take a 3-1 lead down the tunnel at half-time. Into the second. Gharafa causing their own problems here at the back. Very nearly conceding another. Galeno pouncing at the opportunity, nearly picking up his second as well. 57th minute. All across. Chance here for a fourth, maybe. Tony brought down. It's another penalty. This time to Al Ahli. Clearly a foul. The English striker, Riyad Mahrez, steps up, slots it home. Cool as a cucumber. Well, you won't see a penalty taken any better than that anytime soon. 4-1 now the score. Gharafa in all sorts of trouble. It's another penalty. Gharafa picking up their second of the game. Ibanez with the stamp on Brahimi. Al Gharafa, number 8, looking to give his side some hope. Sends it down the middle to close the gap to just 2 now. Final minutes of the game. Al Ahli on the attack here. Kessié off the crossbar. But it doesn't matter as Al Ahli secure win number 7 to go top of the league table for now, while it's the end of the road for Al Gharafa, who see their Champions League journey come to an early end. 3 first-half goals and a Mahrez penalty were the icing on the cake for Al Ahli in a 4-2 win against Al Gharafa on match day 8, capping off what was an incredible league phase in style. Sadly, it wasn't enough for a top spot finish, but second place was still good enough to guarantee a promising tie in the last 16 stage against 7th place finishers Al Rayyan. Al Ahli cruised through to the knockout stages, finishing second in the league phase behind fellow Saudi side Al Hilal on goal difference, and now travel to the Ahmed bin Ali Stadium to face an Al Rayyan team that only just made it through to the last 16 in 7th place. The team from Qatar, without the injured Mahmoud Trezeguet and Tamim Mansour, and so Romarinho as well as Hazem Ahmed come into the starting lineup. There's no holding back by Matthias Jaisle as he fields a full-force starting 11 with Tony, Firmino, Mahrez and Galeno all ready and raring to go in attack, with Vega and Kessié in holding midfield. Well, nearly 24 minutes gone in this action-packed first leg, and the action continues. Al Rayyan with Thiago Mendes from outside the box. Mendy left in no man's land. Mendes unable to find the target. Back the other way in the 29th. As the high-octane football continues here in Qatar. Firmino with a lovely dink into the box. Galeno gets enough on the header and guides it into the far corner. Back across the keeper. His third in all competitions for his new club. Here come Al Ahli once again. Just a few minutes later, ball inside from Galeno. Ooh, was that a pass back to the keeper? The referee certainly thinks so. And Al Ahli will have an indirect free kick in a very promising position here. Firmino standing over the ball. Lays it up for Mahrez! And he fires a rocket into the top corner. Well, you can put as many as you want on the line. You're not keeping that one out. Not long to go before half-time here. 2-goal cushion for Al Ahli. Thiago Mendes with the cross. Garcia with the header. And Mendy gets down early to make a really important save. Keep his team's 2-0 lead intact as the players head down the tunnel for half-time. Into the second half. Both teams picking up where they left off. As the chances continue for Al Ahli. Firmino denied by Paulo Victor. Al Ahli coming forward again, this time with Vega. Well, Paulo Victor being kept very busy in this second half. He was kept busy in the first as well. Rayyan looking for any sort of a lifeline here. And over to Roger Guedes. Roger Guedes, and what a finish that is from the Al Rayyan number 10. An absolutely beautiful take. Rolls it round the players into the corner. Dums in space out wide. Header back across from Mahrez. Firmino! And an important block by David Garcia. Wouldn't have known too much about it. He was in the right place at the right time. Into stoppage time. Rayyan looking for an equaliser. Guedes lines up a shot, and it hammers off the crossbar. Everyone in the stadium thought that was it, as did Roger Guedes as well, I'm sure. End-to-end action continues. Mahrez on the ball now. Galeno across to the substitute, Perez Albrican, and Al Ahli have a third. And just how important will that be over the two legs? Heartbreak for Al Rayyan. And to rub salt in the wound, there was a red card for Adam Barrero for a reckless challenge just before the final whistle. So in the end, Al Ahli get the job done and take a 2-goal cushion back to Saudi Arabia for the second leg in precisely 1 week's time. An entertaining game in Qatar finishes Al Rayyan 1, Al Ahli 3.
The Al Ahli Saudi fans are out in force for their round of 16 second leg meeting with Al Rayyan of Qatar, and the home crowd are fully aware that their team already hold a healthy advantage in this tie. Goals from Galeno, Mahrez and Albrican give them a 3-1 lead. Al Rayyan will have to make do without suspended Adam Barrero if they are to make the comeback in this electric atmosphere in Jeddah. Roger Guedes could well be their key man. It'll be Ivan Toney, the English striker, who starts up top for Al Ahli Saudi. Al Ahli send it over to the right side for Riyad Mahrez. First touch from Mahrez. Cut that back across to Franck Kessié. Kessié lays it off for Galeno. Good effort from the edge of the area. Curled it wide of the post. It's not the first time Al Ahli have fired just wide in these early minutes. Ahli Saudi, it's sent in towards Ibanez, wins the header, and somehow that one stayed out on the goal line. Was it Esteghlal there who inadvertently got the clearance on it? Bizarre passage of play, but Al Rayyan hold on in any case. Victor, oh, Victor's in big trouble here. Firmino right in front of goal. Somehow he is denied by a recovery effort from Paulo Victor. He took a heavy touch, he lost his footing. Keeper kept his head to keep out Firmino. Somehow Al Rayyan hold on. 18 shots in that first half from the hosts, most of them just off target. It's Guedes cutting in for Al Rayyan. He had options in the middle, opted to go alone from the angle. It's a better start to this second half for Al Rayyan though. He's still just about alive in the tie. Yes, turning up the heat a little bit in this second half. Guedes picks up the loose ball, good turn, and it will fall there for the shots. It's tipped over. Romarinho with the effort, just lashed it towards goal. The ball to Sarts with the header, and Ivan Toney off the goal line. He cleared it from almost underneath the crossbar. Excellent intervention there from the forward. Galeno loops one into the box for Mahrez. Great control on the turn. A finish as cool as they come from Riyad Mahrez. Galeno's ball in, and Mahrez turned and did the rest. That should be the tie beyond all doubt now. Magical moment from Mahrez. Here's Nagy, a lot of space for Al Rayyan. He picks out Pereira on the penalty spot. Pereira lifted up and over. They've created a lot more now, Al Rayyan, but they've not been clinical enough. Galeno, he's got the space to gallop away down the left-hand side. Plenty of options in the middle. Vega's one of them. Vega lays it off, and there is the second goal. Riyad Mahrez, the man again. It's taken them plenty of time to fully see off the challenge of Al Rayyan, but eventually they will do so with a comfortable margin. Paulo Victor couldn't get to it. Nagy with the corner. Romarinho with the header. And would you believe it, Toney clearing off the line once again. More great defending from the striker. Al Ahli Saudi will secure their spot in the quarter-finals. Al Rayyan gave that a good go, but the comeback never really looked on for them. 2 goals from Riyad Mahrez made all the difference in the second leg. Al Ahli Saudi ending up winning 5-1 on aggregates.
Convincingly through to the quarter-finals, Al Ahli will feel confident against any opponent. But waiting for them in the next round are a Buriram United side that have shown resilience and grit throughout their Champions League campaign. Can the star-studded Royals find a way past the unpredictable Buridam United? Only time will tell.
The biggest goal for now was to qualify for the final round here in Jeddah, which is amazing to have that opportunity to playing at home these matches. And yeah, the focus will be for now just the quarterfinal. There are always tough matches. Like Rayyan mentioned already, in that stage of the tournament, you have strong opponents, and this is something we need to compete, and we need to deliver our best performance to make it then as far as possible, which is of course our goal and also the expectations of the fans.
Riyad Mahrez has been Al Ahli's standout performer in this year's competition. The former Man City winger has been an absolute revelation since joining the Saudi Pro League side, and his performances in the AFC Champions League Elite this season have further cemented his place as a club legend amongst the club's fan base. With 8 goals and 7 assists on the continental stage this campaign, Riyad Mahrez has shown he is a force to be reckoned with, and a player of his caliber could be what it takes to go all the way